Breaking: Russia hacking bombshell drops. Media stunned. Evidence has surfaced to show that Russia did in fact attempt to disrupt the 2016 general election, but not for the reasons the left thinks. According to Politico, lawyers representing Facebook and Twitter revealed the purpose of a number of Russian-linked advertisements and posts following the election. The ads were put on social networks with the intent of delegitimizing Mr. Trump's election to the presidency. One of the worst offenders was the Russian-based Internet Research Agency. According to Facebook, Vice President and General Counsel Colin Stretch, during a Senate Judiciary panel, their aim was fomenting discord about the validity of Trump's election. Interestingly, pre-election, this Russian agency was busy generating content against Hillary Clinton, according to Stretch, to prevent her from winning. Yet immediately after Trump's win, they began attacking him. Senator Lindsey Graham asked Stretch during the election they were trying to create discord between Americans, most of it directed against Clinton. After the election, you saw Russian-tied groups and organizations trying to undermine President Trump's legitimacy. Is that what you saw on Facebook? Stretch and General Counsel for Twitter, Sean Edgett, affirmed that Graham's statement was accurate. International cyber policy expert with the Center for Strategic and International Studies, James Lewis, said this behavior is indicative of Russia's attempts to weaken opposing nations. Their goal is to create confusion and dissent, Lewis said. The target is the U.S. and NATO, not any particular candidate. They just want chaos. It went from being a grudge match against Clinton to what they thought was a priceless opportunity to inflict harm. Democrats like Al Franken were highly critical of Facebook for not catching the Russian meddling. How did Facebook, which prides itself on being able to process billions of data points and instantly transform them into personal connections for its users, somehow not make the connection that electoral ads paid for in rubles were coming from Russia, Franken asked. Those are two data points, American political ads and Russian money, rubles. How could you not connect those two dots? Yet, despite Democrats' best hope that these tech giants could confirm their narrative that Russia hacked the election, they would not agree that these Russian ads influenced anyone's vote. Senator Mazie Hirono tried to get them to feed the narrative by asking in an election where a total of about 115,000 votes would have changed the outcome, can you say that the false and misleading propaganda people saw on your Facebook didn't have an impact on the election? Stretch avoided the issue. We're not well positioned to judge why any other person or entire electorate voted as it did. It's uncertain what's worse, Senate Democrats intentionally ignoring the fact that Russians oppose President Trump post-election because it doesn't fit the left's collusion narrative, or that they want to believe people can be swayed from their political opinions by an advertisement on social media. These social media organizations' representatives stated that the Russian collusion narrative is false. Russia isn't interested in having an ally in the White House. They want Americans to be divided and at odds with each other, so America stagnates and the left is knowingly playing into it. Russia interference in the election by trying to prevent Hillary Clinton from winning and by attempting to prevent President Trump from succeeding as president. They did this to cause confusion, chaos, and infighting, and so far it succeeded perhaps beyond their wildest expectations. While it succeeded in dividing Americans, it had little effect on the election because Americans don't vote because of what ads they see. They vote for who they think best serves their interests. Americans must recognize that it benefits Russian interests to the longer we remain obsessed about the legitimacy of President Trump. It's time to move on from this false narrative so elected officials can focus on more important issues. Absolutely. And this is a crock, mind you. This is a total crock. Let's say they did. You have to be a moron to, just because for an ad that you're going to change your mind. And a moron. And that's what they knew. America has at least 10% of morons. So that would cause discord, and that's what basically happened. But again, they spent such little money in comparison to what Clinton spent on her campaign, in the millions that she spent on her campaign. And you're going to tell me like $100,000 on ads is going to make a difference and promote discord to that degree? No. This is just the left trying to dig for dirt as to why Hillary didn't win, and instead it backfired. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.